Hey everybody. I want to share with you a quick message that I had when I woke up this morning. I know that this definitely goes for me and probably other people that can relate to it. I couldn't sleep last night, and uh, this is this happens very often. That I'm tossing and turning in the middle of the night. I don't know what was going on, but as I got up this morning, a message was just in my heart, and I listened to it and I replayed it back over and over again. You know what I'm saying? I just listened to it, and this was the message. Sometimes you have to lose what you love the most in order for you to gain what you lost in Christ. I heard that. I mean, it was in my heart, man. It was like just in my heart, my mind. Sometimes you have to lose what you love the most in order for you to gain what you lost in Christ. It's like it's quite devastating, but it's also comforting. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that we have lost people in our lives. We have dealt with tribulation. We have dealt with people hating. And it breaks your heart. You know what I'm saying? It really it can destroy you. And not in a way that you would lose faith, but it's like you question reality. Like, what has this world been going on? Like, what's been going on in this world? What has happened? This was not the world that I grew up in. I can tell you that firsthand experience here in Milwaukee, man. It wasn't like this trouble. It wasn't, what I'm saying, so much violence. It was nothing like that. But now you just see it increasing, you know. It's just wickedness is just increasing. There's hardly ever someone that don't want to hear about God, don't want to hear about righteousness, and it hurts me to know that sometimes it can be your best friend. It can be someone that you grew up with, like a family member that don't want to hear it. And that can break your heart because you know the end. You know what can happen to those who don't believe. I had, when I was young, I lost a brother. Um, Man, I was like around 8 years old, and I was waiting for him to come. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know where babies come from. I believe the story where the bird dropped the baby off and stuff like that. My parents didn't tell me until I got older, so it's quite foolish of me. But I mean, it was quite crazy, telling me the story. But I believed it. But I was expecting my brother to come home. I was so happy. I had my toys and stuff ready for him to play with, my bed, what I'm saying, for a side for him to sleep on. I'm looking, we was just going to have some fun, and my mom had the procedure done, checkup, and father came back and told me, he didn't make it. I'm looking like, what happened? Like, where is he? He died. I'm looking like, oh man. I was kind of upset, like, dang, I was, but I didn't understand death as a young child. But as I got older, in my 20s, I realized, like, I could have had a brother, like I could have had someone I can just talk to or just go out with, hang out, and I don't have that. And it hit me as I got older because I realized, my mom took it so hard because I'm her firstborn, my brother, and then after that was my little sister. She came 4 years later after my brother's death, and she's 18 years old now. And it's same thing with her, and she took it hard because you realize what you had. So you realize what you have or what's going in. I mean, you realize what's going on. You waiting, you expecting something great, and it doesn't happen. It's like a job. You fill out the application, you waiting for that job to call you back. You really want to work there, and then we're sorry, but you're not qualified, or sorry. It kind of breaks you heart. It kind of breaks your heart. Like I was really anticipating on that. I was really waiting on that, and you don't get it. It kind of hurts you, and we all deal with that pain. We all have lost someone that we love the most. It can be possessions, it can be people, it can be a job, it can be anything. And when you lose that, or if it's gone, or someone destroyed it, it's like a speechless moment. You know what I'm saying? You can just feel the grief. You know what I'm saying? That heartache. Your spirit is crushed. You know. But in the midst of our pain, Christ is right there. He is so close to us when we're broken. He is so close. Like he is right there. Sometimes we don't feel him, you know. Sometimes we wish that he was just right here with us, and he is. Sometimes we just want to feel him, but we can't. That's just sometimes, you know. It's a it's on his time, you know what I'm saying? But we know that he never leave us nor forsake us. It's just we don't like feeling pain. We don't like being hurt. You know what I'm saying? Many of us can be very sensitive. It can be a dating relationship, you know, or marriage, you know. We are sensitive human beings. We're sensitive people, you know. Sometimes we can act hard, act tough, be optimistic, or have, you know what I'm saying, an ego issue. If God wants to break you, he will. But I wouldn't wait for that, you know. You got to put that pride to the side. Well, my uncle, my brother, sorry, my mother's uncle had passed away last year. I didn't know him, you know, but at the funeral, you know, almost everybody was crying, even kids. And I'm trying my best to hold back my tears, man. You know, I don't want no one seeing me just bawling out, wailing. You know, I'm like, man, it hurt so bad. You know, like I just couldn't let that tear. I'm, you know, like you about to sneeze. That I'm trying my best to just keep that in. You know, and I'm like, man, this. But in the midst of all that, you know, you can feel God's presence, man. He is so close to us. He is. We're going to find trouble in this world. We're going to have trouble. We're going to be in trouble, you know. Sometimes the innocent people get hurt the most. They really do. Sometimes the innocent people get hurt the most, but all pain, all hurt is temporary. You know, we're waiting for that arrival. We're waiting for God to just bring us home, man, on his time, you know. Sometimes it feels like, you know, we're alone in this, but we're not. There's many people worldwide going through the same thing we're going through. You're not in this alone. You're not. I can tell you that. You're not in this alone. That's why I come on here a lot, man. Just try to just gather up my thoughts and just put it on here, you know. I do a lot of writing, but I do a lot of writing every now and then, but I'm just really trying to just go on here and just talk, you know. Because I know that this message or other people's message is going to be worldwide, you know. I'm here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Someone in China can be just, you know what I'm saying, that understands English can help them or their family, you know, as long as I know that I'm doing something right, you know, and that's what matters the most. I can care less of what people say in negative stuff, negative words, and I can care less about that. And sad enough that it's our own people. It's those who believe that say things like that. You're not right. You shouldn't do this. Honestly, this is my YouTube page. If I want to take pictures of buildings and make a collage of it, this is my page. If you don't like it, you know what to do. I got a Facebook page, you know, and I don't get no complaints about that. People know me personally. You know, they know that I'm a guy that has a strong sense of humor. You know, so I make someone laugh in their darkest days. You know, I'll bring light to them. We'll pray together, you know, like they'll get uplifted because I know I want to be treated like that as well if I'm down and out. Jesus said, do unto others as you want them done unto you. When you think about that, you got to look at everybody else as if they are you. Just pretend everybody that you walk across, you know what I'm saying, everybody that you see out, just pretend that they're actually Jesus. How would you treat him? You know what I'm saying? Would you talk about what he's wearing? You know, when he asks for food, are you going to just ignore him when you do have money, extra spending money? No. I surely don't. Sometimes it's sad enough that I don't have money. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't have that. You know? I do my best, and just if I see him again, I'm gonna buy him something. It was last week, it was it was three homeless people just laying down on the ground, you know what I'm saying? I seen them. So I went to Dunkin' Donuts, because I know that one guy, he loved coffee, so I got 3 coffees, and like 3 donuts, man. I went in there and I got me some too, 'cause I was hungry. I gave it to him, I said, "Hey, be careful, it's hot," and it was, "Oh wow, thanks." One guy left, I still gave him the three, and do it, just taking the time out and helping people who don't have nothing. You got to realize that that can be someone's father. That can be your mom out there. That can be your brother. That can be your son in the future. Take care of these people. Take care of them. The little that I have, I try to keep up and save, man. And after that, divide that and just try to go out there and just see people who struggle, don't have nothing, just give it to them. They want something to eat, I'll give them something to eat. I'd rather give someone food, or clothing, water, or something to drink besides giving them money. Now, a lot of times I know that you guys don't really give them money. I don't blame you on that. At least you give them something as far as food or something to wear or something to drink. Sometimes, of course, they can use the money and, just buy cigarettes. I'm like, no, I don't support no one's habits. I'm not finna buy you no beer. I don't do that. I'm not finna buy you nothing that's gonna abuse you. I don't support habits. You understand? You shouldn't either. That's like just giving someone cancer. Here, you can buy this cancer, or you can buy this heart disease, or you can buy lung cancer. Here, I can give it to you. That's what you're doing. So really, you're buying that person, you're giving that person death. That's what you're doing. Don't do that. Please. Please don't. Everyone has life. Everyone is living right now, and yes, we are close to home, but we gotta just remain faithful. I try my best, man. I strive for perfection. I try my best. I know I'm gonna fail, but I just keep pushing. Because I know there's gonna be something great on the other side, something great. So I might as well just go full force to it, I'm gonna give you guys my Facebook page. I know you guys been asking me and things. I'm gonna give you guys my Facebook page. I'm gonna put that on the comment section below, and also on the after this video, you can that's my full name, and just type it up and you'll see me. Just add me. You can, if you guys want to write, talk to me, pray with me. I'm all ears. I'm all ears. We can discuss whatever you want to discuss, just don't be negative. People who personally know me know that I'm a cool guy and I have a strong sense of humor. I'm telling you, I do. And I'm just a cool dude, I'm not someone strict or judgment. I'm nothing like that. I don't want you thinking that everybody else is too when they reading the Bible. Everybody has a personality. Everybody has their own characteristics, I'm a funny guy, I encourage you and I also make you laugh at the same time. So I always been like that since I was little, I was talking to my friend Raymond. He's on YouTube as well. You guys subscribe to him. He's a real cool guy, man. Very uplifting, very encouraging. Real cool guy. And when I was talking to him yesterday, it's around like 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night, I think. And when I was talking to him, I was in this chair talking to him, and as I was just listening to him, his testimonies, and there was a light that was just like shining on me. I'm not making this stuff. There was a light shining right on me, It seemed like, how you, like a little flashlight, what I'm saying? You shine in a dark place. It was something like that, and I'm like, I looked and it was nothing there, but when I was on the phone, not paying attention to the light, I can just like, what I'm saying? You can just feel it. You know how you feel someone watching you or standing by you, and like you ain't trying to look at them, but you're just trying to like be sneaky and like do like this. It's like you try, you roll your eyes over like, and just try to look and see what was over there. That's what I was doing, I glanced real quick to see what was going on. Wasn't nothing there, and that's just I was just talking, just listen to what he was saying, and light was just like it was like a bluish white light, it's like a bluish white light, and I'm just, I'm like, but you guys subscribe to him too. I'm gonna put his YouTube page on the link below and on a description link below, and then the comment section, so you guys can go to his page and just He's a cool guy, man. Like he really is. You know, we need people like that in this world. We really do. We need encouraging people. We need people that can just that can minister to us, that can lift us up, that can help us. You know, that can deliver us out of a bad situation. You know, you'd be surprised of the powers of the words that you have that you can minister to somebody. You'll really be surprised. You know, that's why I ask you guys if you are able to use a phone or a computer, whatever, and just share what God has in your heart, or even just writing it. You know that does a lot because you don't want to let your gift go to waste. You don't want that. You know, God does not want that either. I was very skeptical on really sharing my testimony, you know, about my story. It's on my page too. It's called My Story when I had the flashcards. I was so skeptical, and yes, I know people going to tease, talk about me. Yeah, it hurt, it did, but you know, I let go of that. You know, I realized that people are going to be evil. People are going to be trifling. People are going to be just downright bogus about it. But you know, I pray for those folks. You know, I pray for them that they'll be saved. We deal with a lot of bullies online, a lot of trolls. You know, I just ignore them. That's it. That's all you can do is just ignore them and pray for them. That's it. I encourage you guys, you know, to stay uplifted. Really do. You guys have a great day. Matter of fact, have a great year. I don't know how long you guys are gonna live, but have a great, blessed, awesome lifetime. You know, a lifeline. You know, I know we're gonna face our issues in this world, but you know, you're not alone. All right. I love you all. Seriously, I do. I'll see you guys later.